Hey guys, Raid0AU and welcome to a new series on Factorio. So this is a game that's been in development for 3 to 4 years. Played a little bit of it early on when it was available solely through the website, which I provided a link in the description below. Just recently, it's been released on early access on Steam, so it's all available there. And so what is Factorio? Well, Factorio is a building, crafting, mining type game. It's based on a 2D level rather than a 3D level, like things like Minecraft and things like that. You can call it a bit of a survival game, but it moves away from having to worry about food and things like that. The whole aim of the game is to build up your factory. You've effectively been put down on this planet. You need to build your factory up, automate everything, and get to the point of being able to provide rocket defences, at which point it's regarded that you've then beaten the game. That then means that the defence enables other ships to come and land on the planet. Now, while you're doing that, the local inhabitants of that planet are not so happy about you pillaging their resources and polluting their planet, and they will look to come and attack you. So there's a little bit of tower defense, I suppose, to a certain extent in there as well, but you need to protect yourself against the local fauna, and you need to look at basically automating all your production. So if you're doing things manually, then you're probably doing it wrong, apart from right at the beginning of the game. So what I thought we'd do is we'll just jump straight in and we'll start playing and have a look. So it's got a bit of a campaign here with various steps that you can play through. But I'm just going to go, which most people will do, go straight into a new game. I'm going to leave everything as normal here. The only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to make it a very big starting area. That gives me a little bit more of a buffer before getting attacked. You can, if you don't want to get attacked, and you just want to concentrate on learning the mechanics, and which I'm very much still doing, mind you, still very much learning the game. So we'll see how big a mess I can make of this, bearing in mind that once you die, that's it, game over. You can load up a previous save, but effectively if you get killed, that's it. You can put on peaceful mode here. So the enemies will never attack you first, as it says there. They'll only attack you if you go and ruffle their feathers. You can set various things here. The only thing I'm going to set here is a map seed. And for anyone who's watched some of my other series on things like Empyrean, I think might have been one, where I've set seeds in the past. I have used this seed before, so 347870, and that's a number which is instantly familiar to me for a particular reason, which I won't go into. But yeah, so then we just hit generate and in we go. Should only take a moment. There we go. Comes up with tips and tricks to start off with. I'll just close that off. So there we go. This is Factorio Free Play. Your task is to launch a rocket to explore space. Do this by constructing a rocket silo and launching a rocket with a satellite. You'll need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation. Don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. Okay. So movement in the game is using WASD. So there I am running around. As you can see, even though it's a 2D game, it actually looks quite good. You can zoom right in, which you get a bit pixelated when you do, and you can zoom right out. Whoa! And this is actually a really good seed. So up here, what we've got is we've got some copper there. We've got copper over here as well. Got lots of coal around here. This is iron here. Not so much iron. I probably could do with a little bit more iron around the place. We've got stone. So basically we've got everything we need here to get us started. So, alright, so where do we start? Well, I'm going to come over here, and you'll notice down here in my, I've got a little toolbar down on the right hand side of the screen. So we start off with, I'm just going to press T for the moment. It's our research screen. It just pauses the game when I'm in there. So down here, you'll see I've got a pistol and I've got 10 ammo. You start off with a mining drill and a furnace, and that's it. And this is all the list of technologies. So effectively what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to come down to the rocket silo down here. But between us and here, there is a lot of work to be going on with. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to worry too much about that at the moment because we can't research anything at the moment. So initially it's just to start off with. So I can come up to any of these things and I can right click and start mining. You'll see there, I've just grabbed some wood. Or I can mine a bit of coal here. You see how slow that is. With my inventory, I start off, don't worry, you don't start off with the wood, you start off with 8 iron plate. That wood's just what I picked up. And basically what we want to do is we want to go into production and we want to click on Iron Axe. And you'll see now down in the toolbar on the right, I've now got an Iron Axe there. So now if I go to mine this, you'll see how much faster it is. So that's the first thing you want to do. Next thing you want to do, I'm just mining a little bit of this coal, maybe 8 will do. I know a lot of people will, a lot of people have different ways of playing Factorio, and certainly I can guarantee I won't be doing it the most efficient way. I'll be certainly... I'll be trying to do it efficiently, but I can guarantee it probably won't be. So a lot of people initially go for the coal, putting their this is your mining drill, and you just place it down over a 4x4 area. So a lot of people go straight for coal for that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on the iron here, and place the stone furnace next to it. And I'm just going to put half of each of this coal in each of these. So to place half of it, you can just press Shift and right click, and that'll move half of it in there. I'll do the same with the mine. Oh. Shift and left click puts the whole lot in there. And there we go. That's now up and running. While it's doing that, just for a second, I will just collect a bit of this wood. Just clear it out of the way a little bit, but also we are going to need some wood a little bit later on. We need some for chests and things like that. I do need to get some stone, which I'll need to do manually at the moment. So I might grab about 10 stone. You need the stone to be able to make stone furnaces. You'll see as you mine it, it tells you how many are in your inventory. So there we go, we've got 10 of them. Come down here. Now you can open this up and then transfer the iron plates from the stone furnace, but also what you can do is hold down Control and just left click on it, and it will transfer whatever's in there into your inventory. So now what I'm going to do, we can do 2 burner miner drills. We're going to do 2 of those. This is where we're going to start mining coal. So I'm going to come over to this one over here. I'll just clear away that tree there. And basically what we can do with this is, if we put 1 here, and you see the arrow there shows where the output's going to come out. You can rotate any item using the R key. So if I put one there, and then I put one above it pointing back at it, all I then need to do is I'm just going to mine one piece of coal. There we go. And I'll just pop that in one of the drills. So that one's going to mine coal and it will put it into this one. This one's going to mine coal, put it into this one. And you'll see that the coal, it mines a lot faster than the coal's being used up. So we'll be gathering a good supply of coal in each of those. So, as I say, I'm just clearing these trees. We do need the wood, and it's just nice to clear it. So, we've already run out of coal over on our drill over here, but now I should be able to come over here, and if I just control click on these, I've got 19 coal, and I'll just put half of it in there. How are we going here? And maybe do that and that. There we go. Okay. So next thing we're going to need to do is I want to automate, not automate, but I want to start collecting some stone as well. So in order to do that, I'm going to need 5 stone. And the reason I need 5 stone is I want to make a burner mining drill, and each one of those needs a stone furnace, and each stone furnace needs 5 stone. So that's the reason behind that. And I'm going to need a bit of coal, which I can come over here and grab. So initially in the early game, you are going to be running around a little bit. And I'm just going to craft a wooden chest, because basically all I want it to do is just mine it and dump it in the chest. So go down there, get the chest and put that at the output, and put about half of it in there. Where are we going here? 27 plates. We'll stick half in there, half in there. It'll keep going. Okay, so now we've got those running. We've basically just got this sort of area here that we're just going to be running around and just checking out what's going on. 11 stone. I would like to make 2 more. Yep, we can make 2 more mining drills. And the reason being that these are facing each other, I'm just going to make a circular one. It's just good for collecting. We will be moving away from these combustion burner drills, but just for the moment. So what I want that to do is I want that to go up there, I want that one to go there, that one's going down there, and I want that one to go there. So now all 4 of them are feeding each other, and they'll all be collecting. If they reach 50 coal, they'll stop mining. So you just need to collect it from time to time. Alright, how are we going over here? 23 iron plates. There we go, got a bit of stone. Now, the next thing that I want to look at while this is doing its thing, I'll grab some coal out of these, is on the map up here, this is copper. So I want to start collecting some copper. So for that I'm going to need a burner drill, I'm going to need a stone furnace. In fact, I might put 2 of these down, and I'm going to create, actually I'll create 3 of each, and the reason being I'm going to put 2 here, and I'm going to put one over it. Well, actually, I don't have enough stone, do I? You see, as night comes in, you have a torch on you. So we'll just collect the stone. And want to make 2 more stone furnaces, so we've got 3 of each. Okay. Let's see. Yep, they can go there. They can go there. And this will be one of the first things that we look at automating is our mining and smelting. So what I'll do is I'll put... No. Let's pull that out. Half in there. Half in there. And there. Half in there. I'll do for now. Head back down here and we'll grab a bit of coal. Got a decent amount of coal. Come back over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another one of these in. And no. Going to put half in there. Half in there. Yeah. And the rest can go in there. We'll collect the plates. We're going over here. Good. We'll take that. Just collect that. Come over, grab a bit more coal. And we'll feed that into our stone production over here. Okay, we'll put the whole lot in there, and that can just be working away. Alright. So, what's the next thing that I want to do? The next thing I want to look at is getting some of these things away from using coal. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to build an electrical plant. So I'm just going to collect the copper plates there. We'll just grab these. Alright, that should be enough. Okay, so to build your electrical plant, you're going to need 3 things. You're going to need a water pump. So this offshore pump. So we'll build one of those. You're going to need boilers to turn that into steam, and you're going to need steam engines to produce the electricity. Now, there's various thoughts on the matter, but effectively each boiler, see if I can get this right, each steam engine needs 1.3 boilers or something like that. Yeah. So with those sort of ratios, what we then look at is the most optimum build is 1 pump, and this is up for discussion because some people don't always agree with this, but it's 1 pump, 14 boilers, and 10 steam engines. So now that sounds a lot, and it is, but what we can do is we can start to build that, but not build it all initially, because that's going to take a lot of resources and a fair bit of time. So we don't need to build it all at once. Basically, we can build it and slowly expand on it as we go. And I'm thinking that up here is where I'm going to build the power station. So, alright, so we got the offshore pump. We'll put that in. Now, what I then need is, under logistics, we have these pipes. I'm going to build one of these pipes, pipe to ground. I'll explain why in a minute. And I'll build a few of these other pipes. Then we're going to need boilers, and I'm going to build 7 of those. And we're going to need steam engines, and at the moment I'm just going to build 2. And for some reason it didn't build the pipes. It will have used the pipes up. That's what will have happened. So I'll build those. Just don't need a huge number of those at the moment. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pump and I'm going to bring that out. I'll just zoom in just a touch so you can see it a bit better. I'll bring that out. Like this. Basically, I want that there, and I need another pipe, and then I want to turn it that way, like that. And actually I'll build one more pipe just so we can, so it's like that. Then what I'll do is I'll use the boilers, and I just put 7 boilers in. That's all I'm going to do with it as far as the boilers are concerned at the moment. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pipe to ground. And I'm just going to bring it over. You see there it gives us you can only take it a certain length, but it shows us, shows the outline of where it's going. So I'm just going to bring that over one spot. And the reason for that is once this is all built, it's very hard to run. You can't run through it. So this gives me an area that I can run through. And then I just put the 2 steam engines in. Now all of these are flashing because it's saying they don't have any fuel at the moment. These are flashing because it's saying it's not connected to an electrical grid. So on these side of things, easy fixed. Basically, we can just, and I'll just put a few in, and probably only in the first 3 at the moment. I'm not going to worry about those ones at this point. Okay. Now that we've done that, we will just head back to here. Oh, that's run out of fuel. So there we go. We'll just pick up our resources that we're slowly gathering here. Now you notice here that the coal drills have stopped. That means they're at their maximum at the moment. So I'll pick those up, and you'll see there that they'll start going again. And we'll pick up our iron. I don't know that we need to pick up all of that. Oh, why not? We'll pick up all the stone. I'll grab a bit more wood. Okay. So at the moment, the only thing we can really move away from using coal are these drills. And basically, if we go into our production tab in crafting, so you have 4 tabs here. You've got logistics, production, intermediate, and combat. So we'll go into production, and we have in between the offshore pump and the burner miner drill, the electric mining drill. Going to build 2 of those at the moment. And under logistics, I'm going to start building transport belts. Now, if you click once on them, down the bottom here, you see the production queue. It's doing, for each of these, it needs an iron plate and an iron gear wheel. So it's making the wheel and then the thing. If you right click on it, it'll add 5. And what it will do is it will make 5 cogs and then 5 things. If you shift left click on it, it'll make the whole lot at once. And we might just do that. So you'll see down the bottom there, it's now finished what it was doing. If I shift click that, it'll make all the cogs at once, and then it will make all the... It's not necessarily always what you want to be doing, because there are times where you want it to be crafting those while you're actually using them. But at the moment, we can afford to do that. So these are getting low, so let's see. I'm going to put 50 in that, 50 in that. I'm going to boost all of these up to 50. There we go. Yep. And they can just continue smelting. Okay, so we've got our two... I'll move over here in the darker area so you can see we've got our two electric mines here. Now you can see the electric mine covers a larger area. It's a 5x5 area. You can have some overlap on that. It doesn't matter, it just means the area will be mined out a bit quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one here. I'm going to rotate it round to show there. And then I'm going to have one here. I'm going to rotate that round, and I want a single block between the two of them, which is not what I've done there. Now, if you want to pick anything up, you just right click on it, and it just picks the item up, puts it back in your inventory. You don't lose anything, so there we go. Now both of these are flashing, saying they're not connected to the electrical grid. That's fine. And then going to take our transport belts. You can rotate these round like with the R key, like any other. And I'm just going to start feeding this up here. And what I'll do is I'll just rotate it there, just so I can work out where. There we go. Get it, turn the corner. How many we got left? And I want to bring that just there. Now, so what we now need to do is we need to connect things up to the electrical grid. And in order to do that, we need some electric poles, which is why we also, you need wood for that. Later on you get ones where you don't need wood. So the first one I'm going to place up here just to, do I want to place it there? Or do I want to place it there? Let's see, will that suffice? No, well, I don't want to place it there because basically that's going to get in the way. That's okay, we can work on this. I'm going to place it like that. Now what you can then do is, now we know this comes down like that, so if I bring that up, you'll see you can tell by the electrical wire how far you can go, so you can go there. But if I left click and just hold that down and then I run down, it'll automatically place them at maximum intervals. Okay, so this is as far as I can bring it, and I'm going to put one there which will cover both of them. There we go. And I'll just collect the coal out of these. We'll keep these going for the moment. So there we go. So now we're collecting coal and it's automatically being transported up here, which is great. Means I'm not going to have to run up here to bring coal all the time. But I need to be able to get it into these boilers. So initially, I'm only going to do the 3, and we do have these. We have inserters and we have burner inserters. The inserters are electrical, and the burners use fuel So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use 3 burner inserters, because initially they already have like 1 piece of coal in them or something like that, and what they'll do is they will automatically feed themselves from this. So what we then do, and this is why I've left this gap here to be able to place the inserters in. So we rotate those round so they're pointing in the direction that we want the item to be. It gets picked up from the line and gets taken to the arrow or to the triangle. So that's the correct direction we want it to go in, and we just press that in there, and you'll see that they start filling themselves, and then they'll start putting coal into these boilers, but it'll only put a certain amount in, like 5, and once it's below 5, it'll grab one and put one in. And you can see here that the conveyor belt is slowly getting filled with coal. Once that conveyor belt is completely full, these will stop mining until there's room to put more coal on there. Alright, we need some coal over here. Right, let's put 50 in you. Let's put 50 in you. Let's put 50 in you. And let's put 50 in you. Right. You can keep going. Okay, so that's that's our electrical system, or our basic electrical system set up. So all it's doing at the moment is it's only powering the coal to feed itself. That'll all change before too long. So down here we'll collect our resources. How are we going down here? We'll top these up to 50 and just keep them going. Now the next thing I want to do, and you see our auto saves there from time to time. Top that up to 50. How are we going for stone in here? Yeah, doing alright. Now that we've got electricity, the next thing I want to do is I want to build a research lab so that we can start researching stuff. So you can see down here it takes quite a lot to build that, but we need to start researching, and once again that'll be one of the early things that we look at automating is the research side of things. So there we go, we've got that, and I'm just going to pop that in there for now. That's not where research is going to stay, but if I put it there, it's attached to the electrical grid, and it brings this screen up and lets us choose what we want to research next. Now basically a lot of people will go straight for automation because you get these assembling machines on the long-handled inserter, and that makes absolute sense. Logistics is another good one because you get the underground belt, you get fast inserters, and you get the splitters, which come in very, very useful. Optics we will go for at some stage, just to make things nicer for you guys watching, so I can make lamps and put them down. Also allows solar energy and things like that, and we can start moving our energy requirements away from coal. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to research turrets, because as I said, if you die in this game, it's game over effectively. And we're starting to produce pollution from our smelting and from our electric side of things. Now, in order to do that, basically it needs, you'll see that it needs 10 science packs. So we need to go into intermediate products, and down here we can produce science packs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There should be 10 of them. It does take a little while to produce these, and basically what we do is we just pop those in there as it goes. You'll see here that there's red, green, blue and purple, maybe something like that. So there are 4 different types, and we will need to be crafting all of these types and using them for the higher the research you go, the more types of flasks that you're going to need. And you'll see at the top above the mini map here, it tells me that I'm researching turrets, and there's a progress bar there. So you can see here our coal is mining quite nicely. These have stopped smelting, which would indicate to me that they're probably full. Yeah, each one of them has 100 in it. So you need to just collect those. That won't be an issue later down the track, because things will be getting collected automatically. We'll just do our rounds. I'm not going to worry about the stone. I'm going to leave that in there for the moment. Alright. There's our research going. It's stopped. There we go. That should be enough to get us through to turrets. Then we're going to decide what we're going to research after that. And I'm thinking I'm going to research military after that, solely for the purpose of being able to protect myself. This pistol is pretty useless. So this should be enough to tick us over for turrets. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm going to go military. That takes another 10, but it enables us to make the submachine gun. So I'm going to research that. It means I need another 10 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click twice on it this time, instead of clicking 10 times. Kind of makes more sense. And then after this, we're going to go straight to automation. But I think it's just important that we ensure that we're able to protect ourselves. So we're going to make 6 turrets initially. I'm just waiting for these flasks to be crafted, and we will get that underway. There we go. One more to go. Alright, so we've got military being researched. Alright, so we've got our electrical system set up. We've got some smelting going on. We've got the first of our electric mining going. And I think we'll call it there for the first episode, guys. Sorry, it's sort of run on a bit. Factorio, I find, is one of those types of games that kind of time just slips away from you. So I'll try to be a bit more conscientious with the time factor next time. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm RaidZeroAU, signing out.